Hello. This video is a demonstration and walkthrough of the Daniels Law Search Assistant. Please be advised that the website Search Assistant feature is only intended to aid redactors in locating Office of Information Privacy approved covered person's name and address information and does not relieve redactors of their individual responsibilities to search for, verify, and redact same. Redactors are cautioned that they should not rely solely upon the results provided by the website Search Assistant in performing their duties. The Department of Community Affairs and its OIP make no representation or warranty about the accuracy of the search results provided by the website Search Assistant. The DCA and OIP expressly disclaim all liability with respect to actions taken or not taken based on the use of the website Search Assistant feature. The Daniels Law Search Assistant is a tool designed to assist redactors with locating a covered person's information on a website managed by the redactor or their agency. The Search Assistant replicates a person using the search function on the specified website to find publicly available information using the covered person's name and/or address information. Providing the correct website information is necessary for the Search Assistant to provide accurate results. And I will now walk you through how to add a website to the Search Assistant list. So here you can see we are logged into the Daniels Law admin site, and under the main menu there's a feature titled My Search Assistant Websites. So when you're ready to add a website that you would like the Search Assistant to search, just click on the My Search Assistant Websites and it will bring up your current list. I currently have one website added to my list, but I'll walk you through adding one now. To add a new website to the list, simply click the Add button. That will open up a separate window where there are two sections, Part 1 and Part 2, that must be completed in order to add the website to the list. Any fields marked with the red REQ stands for required and means that at a minimum those required fields must be completed in order to add the website to the list. And there are some instructions at the bottom of the window in the tips section, as well as a disclaimer to help you add the website to the list. But the first, in the Part 1 website basic information, the first field that must be completed is the category. So the two categories are government website and non-government website. So please choose the category for the website that you would like to add to the list. If this is a website that's created and maintained by your agency, it is likely a government website. Since redactors are either employed by municipal, county, or state agencies. So we would select government website. The next would be the website name. So this is the common name of the website. So if you're a redactor for the city of Camden, you could call it something like the Camden City webpage homepage, or anything that you commonly refer to that website as, because this will display on the list and will help you more easily identify what website this is referencing, especially if you have multiple websites on your list. But this is free text, so you can add whatever you like here. This is for your reference. Next would be the URL, or the web page address of the actual page that you typed in here. So for using my example of the Camden City webpage homepage, that URL is https www.camdennj.gov, and that is the, again, this is the URL or the website address for the web page that you typed it, that you explained here in the website field. If you wanted to add any notes here, there is a note field. As you can see, it's not required, but if you wanted to reference any information either for yourself or the Office of Information Privacy, or the engineers that will be programming this website. You can add those notes here. When you complete part 1, you can move on to part 2, which is the website specified search page information. What this references, this is for you to enter the web page for where the actual search function resides on the page. So a web page can have multiple sections and pages, and the search function isn't always on the main page as explained here in part 1. So in part 2, if it's the same, if your search function resides on the actual home page, you could just simply copy this information and paste it into the sections down here. However, if the search function resides on a separate page, you would have to note that here in the part 2 section. So the first is the specified search page name, which is required. So what I'm going to be adding to search is the Edmunds website. So here I would type in the Edmunds GovTech homepage or something to that effect. Again, it's free text, so you can type what you like. But then for the actual specified search page URL or website address, you would type that in here. However, what I would recommend is copying and pasting from the actual search page so you don't make a mistake in entering that information. So using the example I cited with Edmunds, if you wanted to search either the property tax information or this quick pay section here, I would simply recommend highlighting the website address or URL in the address bar, copy that, and then return to the Daniels Law Search Assistant page and paste that in this section again so you don't get anything incorrect. And in this note field, what this is helpful for is you can see in this particular example, there are 2 search functions on this page. So depending which one you wanted to search, you wanted the search assistant to search, I would recommend noting which search you want to use in the notes section. So if I wanted to use the property tax quick pay, I would note that in here, I would like the search assistant to use the property tax quick pay search. This would be a note that would be reviewed by the engineering team who will program the search assistant to search this page. And again, this is helpful information to them to help get the website programmed to search more quickly. So what will happen is once you save this record, and I'll save it now, and you can see that I have now added that to my search assistant websites list. Now what will happen is a notification will go to the engineering team to program the search assistant to use the search function on this page. You may receive follow-up contact from either the OIP or the company that the OIP uses to program the search assistant with additional questions if there's not enough information entered in the record to help program that site. So just to let you know that. So now that that website has been added to your list, the engineering team will go on and program that. Depending on the complexity of the search function, it could take several weeks. But once that programming is completed and the search assistant is searching that site, if any search results are found, it will populate to your inboxes on your home page, which I will return to now. So any search results resulting from the websites that you added to the search assistant list will appear in this section, in the website search assistant inbox section. And you have 3 inboxes here. The first one is the search results pending redaction. Any initial search results found by the search assistant will post to this inbox first. The workflow is very similar to the regular redaction workflow, where the search results will post to the pending redaction inbox first, and then you'll have to manually move that over to the search results pending confirmation inbox to note whether those search results were redacted from your website. Then the third inbox is the search results data status past 30 days, which is just an inbox to show if the search results from the search assistant are more than 30 days old. They'll post to this inbox just as an indicator that the search assistant returned those search assistants more than 30 days ago. So once you see this number posted with the inbox is the number of records that are currently posted to that inbox. So this number 20 represents that there's 20 search results posted to my search results pending redaction inbox. So when I see a record post there, I will click on the inbox. I will see a list. Now these are the 20 records of the search results based on the search of the websites that I added to my search assistant website list. There are several columns of information, such as the search date, which is the date that the search was conducted by the search assistant. The request number is the Daniels Law request that this search result is for, and the contact name is the name of the person in the Daniels Law request number listed here. This could either be the covered person or any of their family members that are listed in their request. This information is listed as test TPE because we are currently reviewing this in a development site, so this is not actual information from the Daniels Law site. This is all fictitious information used for testing only. If the person that's listed here from the Daniels Law record has any other names used in their Daniels Law request, that would be listed in the others names used column, but that's currently blank. The date of birth is the date of birth of the person whose name is listed as the contact name. The address column displays the address information that was used to conduct the search by the search assistant, and this address is listed in the municipality of Bergenfield Borough in the county of Bergen. The search criteria is currently blank, but this will list the information from the Daniels Law record that was searched against the website, and the website name, because we are under the development site, this is just a test data website that is used for testing, but the website name will reflect what you used to actually type in the name of the website when you first added the name of the website to your search assistant websites list. Again, this is to help you easily identify which website these search results are posting from. And this is the URL of the website that you posted to define the search page for that website. If you click on this link, it'll bring you to that page. There are additional columns, so I have to scroll over to the right. Next is the snapshot column. This is a snapshot of the information that was found by the search assistant. So if you click on that snapshot window, this would show you the the information that was found on that web page. And again, this is currently blank in this window because this is a development site. So we're not able to search real data because we are not using real data from the Daniels Law website. But this is just an example of the window that would open when you click on the snapshot. It would show the information from the website that the search assistant identified as being a part of the Daniels Law record that you requested to be searched. The next column is the search ID number. This is for the OIP's reference only. They may ask you for that if there's any issue with the search result, but this just helps identify this record more closely. And the search category is custom because this is a custom search that was entered by you when you added the website to your list. So again, this is just, you can see I have 20 records in this inbox. So the rest of these records are similar information based on the Daniels Law requests that fall within my jurisdiction. These are the search results. So when you're ready to take that information and compare it against the website that you manage that was being searched, you want to now take that information, compare it to the website, and redact if necessary. So in order to confirm whether that information was redacted or not, you would mark the checkbox for the website, for the search results that you want to confirm. And I'm just going to move one for purposes of this example. And you're going to move it to the pending confirmation inbox. Once that record has been moved, you can see that what was 20 records is now reduced to 19 records because I moved one over to the pending redaction inbox. And if I return to the home page, I can see that there are now 2 records or 2 search results posted to my search results pending confirmation inbox. And we can confirm those now by simply clicking on the inbox name. And here is the test record that I referenced in the previous inbox. You have similar information in the columns that were carried over from the previous website or the previous inbox. I apologize for that. But you can also there's also additional functionalities here. If you wanted to return this search result record to your pending redaction inbox for any reason, you could do that by simply marking the checkbox and clicking that button to return that particular selected record to your pending redaction inbox so you can return to it at a later date. Or if there were multiple search results listed in this inbox and you wanted to add the same redaction record to all of them that were listed, or multiple search results that were listed, you could simply click off the checkbox for the records that you wanted to apply the same redaction records to, and click the batch add redaction data, and it would post the same redaction confirmation information for all the selected search results. For purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to go into the actual individual search result to post that confirmation information. So to do that, you can see that the confirmed date reflects the date that you moved the search result record from the pending redaction inbox to the pending confirmation inbox. You simply click on that hyperlink to open up the data confirmation window. There are currently 2 fields that are required: the website data status and the search result accuracy menu. The first one, the website data status, this is simply to indicate whether or not you redacted the data from the website that the search results posted from. If you did redact the data from the website, you would simply click select redacted. The search result accuracy, you would indicate here whether the search result was accurate or inaccurate. If the search result was inaccurate, you would select inaccurate, and what I would request you to do is, in the website data status note field, explain why the search result was inaccurate, because anytime that there's an inaccurate result posted or updated in the confirmation record, that the engineering team will be notified to review that record to see why it was an inaccurate search result and try to resolve any underlying issues so inaccurate search results don't post to your inbox in the future. So please, if the search result accuracy is listed as inaccurate, please describe why that search result was inaccurate in the note field here. But for purposes of this example, we're going to list the website data status as redacted and also accurate, that the search result was accurate, so we redacted the record from the website. The website data redacted by required, this would be the name of the person that redacted the information from the website. And I am just going to use this. You would actually list the person's full name here, because this information will post to the Daniels Law record to indicate who redacted it from the website, and as well as the date that the record was redacted from the website by the person that is listed in the redacted by field. You can either type the date in, or you can click on that little calendar icon. You can select the date from the calendar feature here. And you can also use the website data status note for any note you would like to post here as well for your reference or the OIP's reference. Feel free to use the note field if you would like to add a note. Once that information is added, you can click Save to save the current record. However, if the option for website data status is not redacted, because for a variety of reasons you would select not redacted, then the search result again indicate whether the search result is accurate or inaccurate. And again, if you select inaccurate here, please explain why the search result was inaccurate in the status note field. The reason for why the website was not redacted is either no data found, no permission, which means you don't have the permission to edit the website or redact the information from the website, or other. If you select other in the reason field, please explain in the website data status note as to what other means in this particular search result. And then you are required to enter the name of the person that the website data was reviewed by, as well as the date that person reviewed the data. And once you have this information completed, again, just click Save to save the record. When you do click Save, the record will automatically be removed from the inbox, since that confirmation status has been completed. And when you return to the home page, you will again see now that your search results pending confirmation inbox is empty, because you have completed the task of reviewing and confirming a search assistant record. So that is a demonstration and walkthrough of the Daniels Law Search Assistant. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you have any additional questions about the Daniels Law Search Assistant, please contact the Office of Information Privacy or the OIP. Thank you.